start our session for tonight. Sabi ni Eric MM. Guys, MM is medyo ano to ha. Sa akin, delikado ang MM kasi maliit masyado ang volume. Okay? Although, saan ba galing to? Ay, lakihan ko pala muna. Ayan. Okay, so on the midterm, no, medyo on the downtrend pa rin itong si Mary Mart. Although meron tayong nakikitang short term na pag-rally sa kanya dito. Okay? Again, yung major concern ko dito is the volume. If you can imagine here, 1.4 to 1.5 almost, no? Times 1.2 is less than 5M. Okay? Now, 5M yung basis ko to say na, okay, merong liquidity dito sa stock. Which unfortunately, para kay MM, wala. Okay? Kasi it's less than 5M yung kanyang, hindi lang yung araw ha, but yung daily traded volume niya for the past, let's say, a month. Okay? So, ayun. Kung meron akong hawak na MM at this point, I can hold. No? And then I'll set my cut loss at 110. Pero kung wala akong hawak na MM, I would stay away na lang muna and look for other more liquid stock. SCC, sabi ni Caressa, SCC, ayan. So, si SCC, ito yung almost fan favorite ngayon na stock sa PSE. Wow. Simply because it is now forming a potential cup, no? Or probably retesting C36 pesos as a resistance. But the more exciting part here is yung ina-anticipate ng mga tao or ng mga traders na dividend announcement. Okay? Now, in the past, si SEC kasi nag-a-announce yan at around last week of September up until first or second week ng October, no, para sa kanilang second half na dividends. Although hanggang ngayon wala pa yata, at least hindi ko pa nakikita. Okay? But nevertheless, yun yung nagda-drive ng stock ni SEC pataas. Okay? Ang ano dito is kung kailan magre-release, and number 2 kung gaano kalaki. So yun yung dalawang pinaka-importanting information for the dividend. Sa ngayon kasi wala pa. Everything that we see right now are still speculation. Okay? So we still have to wait for the actual announcement. And kung gaano kaganda or kung gaano ka hindi ganda, na hindi maganda, yung announcement na yon, yun yung magbibigay ng next catalyst para dito kay SEC. Kung meron akong hawak na SEC at this time, I'll hold. I'll set my cut loss level at 33 pesos. Pero kung wala naman akong hawak na SEC, no, I would rather wait. Hintayin ko na lang na medyo umangat pa yung presyo niya kasi I would rather have it at a breakout point. No? Dito ako sa breakout na lang mag-aabang. Yan. Sabi ni Phil Bloom. Yan. For Bloomberry naman, tingnan natin ha. Oh, talaga grabe yung drop ni Bloom, no? Although in the past few days ha, medyo maganda nag-green yung kanyang candlestick. Yun nga lang sayang yung pag-untog niya dito, oh. Yan. Potentially retesting sa 915 na area yung prior niya na support line. So we'll see. Sa ngayon kasi gitna siya ng range ko between 915 hanggang 12 pesos. So kaya wala pa rin ako masyadong diyan gagawin. Kung meron akong hawak na Bloom at this time, I'll hold. I'll set 980 as my support level or cut loss point. Kung wala akong hawak na Bloom, I'll wait. Hintayin ko na lang na mag-drop na lang siya. No? And then, rebound syempre. No? Doon ako mag-aabang. Ayan, yung rebound, yun yung aantayin ko. Okay. Or kung halimbawang hindi man, then okay. Kung kaya niyang umangat ng gusto at mag-breakout, probably on the breakout na lang. No? Ganun lang kalaki to. 16%. Not bad. Pero kasi, wala eh. I mean, yung last catalyst kasi ni Bloom is tapos na, which is yung inclusion niya sa PSE or sa index. Diba? And after that, wala na. unless magkaroon pa siya ng mga bagong news, no, in the coming days or weeks. Pero sa ngayon wala pa ako nakikita eh. So until then, more on technicals pa lang yung masasabi ko na magiging ano na to, galaw no ni Bloom. Sabi ni Yongli, all HC. Isa-isa lang ha. Isa-isa lang tayo. So that mas marami tayong ma-capture. Okay. All HC bounce also from 1.45 and then nagkaroon na ng consolidation no from 1.70 from 1.7 hanggang 1.9. So yung area na yon ang ginagalawan ni All HC ngayon. Kung meron akong hawak na All HC no at this time I'll hold no kaya pa naman and then I'll set my cut loss level immediately at 1.7. Okay? Pero kung halimbawa wala akong hawak na All HC, ano gagawin ko? Tingnan natin ha. Sukatin lang natin quickly. Ilan to? Uy, malaki pa pala. Pero wait lang, before that kasi is 190. Yun yung next na ano eh. Yun yung next na resistance ko kay kay All HC. So doon mo natin siya tingnan, no? And then after that 220 na yung kasunod. Okay? Kaya ko siya hinahati-hati, it's because masyadong malaki kung titingnan natin na 40% agad, no? On the next major resistance niya na 2.64. So kaya titingnan ko siya on a more granular approach kasi nakikita ko yun as mas realistic, no? I'm not saying na hindi niya kayang mag 43% ha. Ang iniisip ko lang dito is of course yung level of support and resistance kung nasaan yung mga potential price points na pwedeng magbentahan yung mga may hawak. Okay? So, ayan. Sabi ni Heidi LTG. For LTG naman, so almost nasa support line din siya, no? Almost nasa support line. And then, there's also this 9.8 as a resistance also. Okay. So, kung halimbawa meron akong hawak na, teka ha, para na medyo mas ma-expand natin siya ng maayos. Ayan. Kung meron akong hawak na LTG, anong gagawin ko? At this point, I'll hold. Okay? Pero yung magiging major cut loss price ko would be at 8.9. Ito. Kung wala naman akong hawak na LTG, anong gagawin ko? Tingnan natin na at 9.0 kanina, kumusta ba ang kanyang upside? Maliit na lang, 8%. So for me, it's not worth it. No, it's not worth it. Okay? And next up is sabi ni Yongli, AP. AP kasi kakatanggal lang nito sa di ba? Sa index. Inisin ko lang muna masyadong dami akong mga drawings kasi dito kanina or before. And so for AP, mukhang after nung recent decline niya because of the removal no from PSE, from the index, ngayon ang ganda nung rebound niya no from all the way from 29.90 or almost 30 pesos. Now it's up to 35.70. Tapos next resistance ko would be 36.70 naman. Kung meron akong hawak na AP at this time, I'll hold, no? And then I'll set my cut loss at 34 pesos. Okay? Kung wala naman akong hawak na AP, anong gagawin ko? For now, I'll wait. No, I'll wait. Kasi yung level of resistance kasi niya medyo malapit-lapit na eh. Based on its current price ha. No? Even here, less than 15%. So for me, it's not worth it, no? Kasi yung titingnan ko sa kanya is, or yung tinitingnan ko for me to enter a position is 15%, no? At least 15%. And kung 12% lang yun, for me, it's not worth it. Danny, ECVC. Si ECVC, sobrang volatile niya in the past several days. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. It's a relatively new name for me actually. East Coast Vulcan Corporation. This was trading since what? 2019, even older pa nga oh. Pero so hindi siya pinapansin masyado up until quite recently, no? Nakita niyo yung volume dito sa baba o yung volume profile, no? Recently lang yan nagkaroon ng ano ng movement. And as you can see here, kahapon tuloy nung Friday ang tindi nung bagsak dito oh. This is almost 30% from the top, no? Imagine this. So if you for example napasubo ka sa kanya, nakabili ka ng ECVC at 1.33 on the same day, paper loss ka ng 33%, no? This is what I am trying to explain to a lot of my followers, no? Ito yung importance na tinatawag nating liquidity. Kailangan yung stock na iti-trade natin should be something na liquid, yung maraming supply kahit paano, no? Versus yung volume mo is sobrang lipis. Imagine this let's say a month or a few months before. Ang liit lang niya no, wala pang 1M madalas yung traded volume sa kanya. Sumigla lang yan kailan to? May wait lang. Oh, okay. So galing siya ng galing pala to ng suspension. June 1, tapos nakabalik nung Friday lang. Kasi yung last trading day nito is June 1, 2023. Tapos yung next na is nung Friday. Kawawa yung mga naipit, no? Kawawa yung mga naipit. Pero yeah, definitely kapag ganito, this is sobrang high risk, high reward itong ganito klase ng play. And even for me, ako hindi ko kaya tong i-trade. Well, kaya ko siya in a sense, pero kasi wala akong luxury of time para para mag-abang and tumingin sa market just to be able to yung para lang makasabay ako dun sa volatility ni ECVC. So again, kung meron akong hawak na ECVC, I'll look for opportunity to sell, no? While kung wala akong hawak, I'll just look for other stocks na lang. Benedictel. Again, isa-isa lang For PLDT, tingnan natin. Ayun, ito pa rin pinag-usapan natin kanina, no? So ayun, same thing, okay? Maganda yung rebound niya from 1100, no? Pero parang tingin ko kasi yung next resistance ko rito, sakto lang, no? Sakto lang 16% dun sa 1,400. So parang make or break na lang siya. Pero siguro kung meron akong hawak na TEL, I'll hold, yeah, definitely. Pero kung wala akong hawak, I'll wait for the antay pa ako ng few more days. And gusto ko makita na mag-drop pa siya. Okay, teka ha. It's already 9. Sige guys, ganito na lang. Sorry ha. I know marami tayong na-miss out, pero magla-last 3 na lang po muna ako ha. Kasi medyo gahol tayo sa oras. I'll take, sabi ni Lori, ASEN. No? This is quite interesting. As a disclaimer lang din, no? I bought ASEN kanina. And yung intended play ko kasi dito is dun sa 620, 620, no? Ang tinignan ko kasi dito is yung potential reversal. And also, tama ba yung inaano ko? Ayun din, eto, yung MA50 kasi nito ni ASEN is kumbaga heavy favorites yan, no? For ASEN. Kaya sabi ko, okay, ilang araw na rin naman siya nagstay above that. So kaya sabi ko, pwede ko nang ilaban to. That's why I bought it. And Medyo sinuwerte lang ako kanina kasi yung price point ko is 520. So, do'n ko siya nakuha. Almost half a day din siyang ay hindi naman, first couple of hours ko kasi nakuha, eh. Yeah. Pero again, even if I bought it, eto I'm transparent naman with you guys. Even if I bought it, I always have a cut loss point, and that is ₱5. No, the moment mag-drop yan to ₱5, sell na ako dun, okey? Kung meron akong hawak na ASIN, ayun, as I've mentioned, I'll hold. ₱5 will be my support level. Kung wala naman akong hawak na ASIN, at this time, kung at this time, masyado kasing malaki yung tinaas niya kanina, eh, 3%. So siguro I would rather wait na medyo mag, ah, mag-drop pa siya muna, 'no, before, trying to enter. Okay. And then, let's see. Eto yung kay Joy, eto matindi rin si APX kanina, eh. Wala akong nakitang news dito pero ayan lang, may gap up kasi siya. I don't know why, or baka may alam kayo guys, pa-share naman 'no, kung bakit nagkaroon ng gap up. May isa akong nabasa, hindi ko lang confirmed, pero ang sabi niya kasi this is still related kay ano, kay, Israel versus Hamas, wherein, some traders are now speculating trying to go out of oil, trying to go out with oil and then trying to go into more, stable na, tawag dun, more stable na elements pa tawag dun, or resources, et cetera. And one of them is gold, 'no? And si Apex naman, we know may resource siya with gold. So I think 'yon, but again, I cannot confirm, 'no, nabasa ko lang din siya. So ayan. Um, Technically kung papansinin natin, maganda yung breakout niya doon. Above na siya ng MA200, which is good. So siguro puwede nating tingnan kung hanggang saan naabot yung MA200. Okay, kung meron akong hawak na APX, I'll hold, 'no. I'll set my cut loss point at 2.3. Kung wala naman akong hawak na APX, hmm, oo nga 'no. Hindi, puwede ko nang itanggalin si MA50 dito and instead look at potentially 2.8 and even 3.4 as my resistance levels. And kapag gano'n parang liliit na yata yung aking, hmm, okey. So siguro sa ganito 'no, I'll be doing a test buy kung saka-sakali. Okey, test buy lang siya. When I say test buy, it means, 50 to 75% of your intended buy. Kunwari yung budget mo to buy a stock is let's say 50K. So I would start with something like, 25 or 30K, gano'n na lang muna 'no. That's how I do the test buy. So lower yung sizing, ayan. And then, last na lang for me would be eto yung kay, RDFO MSA Monde. So kay Monde naman, yun lang, untog talaga siya dun sa ano, MA200, Nasayangan ako dun sa MA200, pero kita niyo naman yung ano 'no, kung paano niya irespeto yung MA200. The moment na mag-touch lang even yung wick niya, umatras na kaagad yung presyo. Kung meron akong hawak na Monde at this time, I might consider, partially selling, 'no. Kasi tingin ko yung MA50 MA200 would still be strong kay Monde. Kung wala naman akong hawak na Monde, I'll wait. Hintayin ko siya mag-drop to ano 7.5, 'no, and then wait for the bounce. Okay. So ayun, yun lang muna tayo guys 'no, pasensya na again hindi ko kayo matapos lahat, medyo madami pala yung mga, favorite stocks natin, but hopefully those make sense. I'll place a timestamp doon sa stock request natin 'no, and then we'll post it tomorrow. Okay, so abangan niyo na lang 'yun kung gusto niyo siyang reviewin. Okay, so guys, yun lang muna for now. Maraming maraming salamat. Again, I really appreciate you guys tuning in and, staying with us on this session. If you like this type of session, please consider liking and sharing our content. Okay? So that's it for now. Thank you. Good night. And as usual, good luck sa inyong mga trading. Bye guys.